Good morning, you guys. So I feel up to doing a flip. I have a little bit of a headache this morning, but I'm like, it's been a couple of months. I'm going to do a quick updated flip. Well, it might not be that quick. I plan on like talking more than I usually do in my videos. Usually my videos are about 10 minutes, so we'll see what this one ends up being. I am still in my gold Gillio Compagna, and it is stuffed to the max. I have 25mm rings. They are not Krause rings. They are the original rings that came with this planner long ago. But for me, I wanted to get this video out because I am going to take some pages out. I'm going to take out all of these dailies. I'm going to take out probably the first half of my monthlies. Just a bunch of my used pages. My system works, so I really don't need all of these to look at, even though I love keeping all of this in here, but it is bulking up my planner. Even though I can still close it, it's massively bulked up, and I don't know. It's bugging me a little bit. So to kind of get into my planner, my setup is still the same, you guys, as far as layout-wise. Most of what I write in is in the center of my planner. I don't have any issues with things that are in the front of my planner, even though my rings are like really, I mean, my pages are kind of curved, I guess you could say. But like here, I could still write on these pages, like even though, yeah, you get what I'm saying. So, all right. So my first section is still my notes. I keep all these receipts here. I talk about this all the time. I use the Fetch app. I can link my referral below if you guys want to sign up for Fetch as well. This is a list. Both of these lists actually are what I got from Vienna Ortiz a long time ago. And they're kind of nice to have in here because if you are kind of in a rut or you're like, what else can I write in my planner? I enjoy being in my planner. What else can I write about? These lists just kind of help. You can just reference them, and it might not be something you would have thought about to write in your planner. So these things that are paper clipped are just private things. So I'm just gonna keep them paper clipped. This is my more permanent list section. Has a couple of like workout things, things that my goats like to eat, TikTok true crime accounts that I like to frequent, and that's it. So if anything from, say, this section is something I want to keep more permanent, I'll just move it to here. I have some vellums, some Foxy dashboards still, all the same. And this is kind of my miscellaneous brain dump section. I let my kids write in here if they want to write in here. It's just a bunch of scrap papers. And yeah, there's just like little random things. Morning routine. I wrote down like my kids' school schedules, Remy's schedule. These were some workouts that I wrote down. And when I am taking things in and out of my planner, I never just open the rings right here. Obviously, I'll just flip to the middle, pop them open, and then I can get to this section. We just got our cat a couple of weeks ago. We got a Sphinx. He's amazing. He's so cute, you guys. And this is just, yeah, like violet colors in here. I have a pen testing page. This is things that we get from chewy.com for our pets. And then I just have a couple extra pages to write on. It's just another dashboard. We did the pumpkin heads and they were so cute. So this, I contemplated taking this out for like the next month just because, I mean, look at, it's a pretty big stack. This is all my 2022 stuff. So I'm staying in this. I don't ever do like a, this is my setup for the next year. I just never have because usually I just continue on with whatever it is I was using. So in here for 2022, I have an Annie Plans calendar, future appointment for our kiddos, this little schedule from Peanuts Planner Co. I use this for my kids' school schedule. I use this for my husband's schedule, just like I do this year. And then I have all of 2022. I did go a little sticker crazy. I was over at my girlfriend's house and I don't know, I just put some stickers on there. And then this, again, is an Smplans little calendars as well. This is my working on section, inbox section, whatever you really want to call it. It's when I need to tend to something more important that I don't want to lump into like my dailies or my monthly. I just want it to stand out a little bit more. Hopefully I guess I'm still in Viewfinder here. This is what I used this past year for Ryan's work schedule, whether he's in the OR or if he's non-clinical or if he doesn't work that day or vacations. So yeah, so I've used that pretty much the whole year. And then this is what I used for my kids' school schedule, just like I'm going to continue using both of those inserts going into 2022. This is an insert that I printed with the intentions of like writing out little snippets of anything that stood out in the month, but I didn't end up using it, so I'm going to use it for next year. And this is just something Violet made. Then we get into my calendar section. So this is my monthly. I usually just keep that paper clipped on there. These are Smplans. And yeah, just my monthly pages. Oop, my pages are a little tight right now, but it's all right. My rings make this squeaky noise for some reason. But for some reason, has my planners like busting at the seams. So this was like on there. I mean, September was crazy. October, November. Can you guys hear how quiet my house is? My dogs are outside. And then I have December, and that is it. So that's that. I'll just paper clip that after. And then we get into my dailies. My dailies are where I spend the bulk of my time. I did put this like little ribbon on here, just like the little detailing. I did 2 of those little ribbons. But yeah, so my daily pages, I used to use Sweet Caress designs all the time. I've had that insert probably since 2017 or 18. And I decided to use these ones since August, excuse me. These are the Smplans task insert. And I would just write down my task of what I needed to get done for that day and cross it off, mark it off, whatever. Yeah, so I really liked using these. I used them all the way until I think the end of October, midway through October. And then I decided to use a couple of the Sweet Caress where it's just daily pages. I really do like this blue pen. I might go find that blue pen again. But I was using dailies and I was sticking down stickers with my little printer. And then I decided, oh, there's little Walter. That's our kitty. I went back to the Smplans inserts on October 30th because they just work so nice for me. And this is the rest of this. This is a cloth and paper little bookmark. I might order another one of these. I really like it. I like how thick it is. So I do have quite a few more. Oh, there's just a random pen test. I have a few more of these printed. And that is my dailies. And then my next section, actually this I'm gonna move into my quote section. So I have another Foxy dashboard, and then this is my newer section that I have not talked about yet in a video. So it's a new section to me, so it's not like, just trying to think of where I want to put this. So it's not really, I guess, evolved. I also have so many screenshots on my phone of things that I want to write into my planner. I don't know, like I see a quote or something that resonates with me and I'm like, oh, I want to write that down. So I have a lot of screenshots that I need to go through and transfer into this section. Now this section is a pretty decent sized section because I have some journaling paper here in the back. I started writing down some quotes. This I fully intend to use as a mood log starting in January. I'm going to use that for mood. And then this particular insert I'm going to be using for sleep to kind of track how many hours I'm sleeping. Whoop, there's my dogs. Hold on. Okay, I'm probably going to jinx myself, but they stopped barking because if I know I let them in here, it's going to be crazy. This is just another thing that I was going to use for monthly reflections. Again, I'm not starting that until January 22. And then just some more random papers. This I'm starting, I've already like had many thoughts after reading this, what I want to write. So I'm going to start probably this weekend going through this insert. I'll link this insert below too, so you guys can see it. It's just basically like some writing prompts. And then I have some journaling, and then this is a gratitude insert. I'll link this insert as well. I just bought it on Etsy, and it looks like this, and it's a fold out. You can make some more notes, favorite moments, things like that. This is what I was using for gratitude. But yeah, so it's a big section, but I want to spend more time in this section, just, I don't know, reflecting and writing things down. These are just more health logs from Smplans, and then a couple little inserts here. I was going to use those for my kids' inserts, but I haven't swapped that out yet. I just have some pictures. This is my home section. So in my home section is where I keep my weekly. My weekly is, this is my kids' soccer schedule. It's quite confusing, honestly. But this is where I keep my weekly. This is the Hobonichi Weeks. I did cut it down, and I've been using this since the middle of August. And it's just basically transferring things from my monthly calendar to a week at a glance. So I don't have the big picture in front of me of the whole month. I just have what I need to focus on for that week, appointment-wise, practice-wise, those things. But yeah, I like it. And I have all the way until April of 2022. So I don't need another weeks until the spring. I don't really have issues with my pages tearing, but I'm also super careful with them. Then I have a project section, and I'm just, again, using that same daily insert I use, but I'm using it for projects. These are things that I like to get done around the house. These are more deep clean things, which I've started. Meal ideas. Basically, this is like stuff we eat regularly. I have a chili recipe, and then a couple extra just blank notes pages to write recipes or whatever I want to write down. Then I have my pet schedule. My pet schedule I pretty much have down. But, I mean, we have our ferrets, goats, our parrot, our lizards, our dogs, our chickens, our cat. So we have quite a few. I handle all of this. My kids will help me wherever I need help. But for the most part, I have it pretty much down to a science. This is when my goats were sick. So I ended up having to weigh them all. Y'all, you should have saw me out there weighing my goats, picking them all up. And then I had to give them medication. I do track appointments when I trim my goats' hooves, their birthdays, and that is that. So like I said, I'm gonna remove my dailies. I might take out my 2022 calendar because I'm not even using that as of yet. Sure, I'm scheduling things, but I can easily transfer that after. And then this whole back here is just personal kind of stuff. So I have my section where I list my workouts. I have this is the new workout log, which is a printable. It's a fold out, which I really liked. My cycle. This is what I'm using for 2022 for my cycle tracker. I used Peanuts Planner Co. last year. Oh boy, what are my dogs barking at? And I just have a couple other like personal things, and then my weight tracker. What are they barking at, Frankie? If I take any medication for any reason, and then my finance section. I don't really do hold on. I feel like we're so close to getting through this. So my finance section has a checkbook register, and also like things that bigger expenses for our house, the pool. Oh my gosh, the pool, you guys. The cover has just been a nightmare. To buy list, pet expense list. Every time we go to the vet, I write down how much it costs, online orders, and then this is my kids section where I write down if they didn't feel good, things like that. You guys know, I say it every time. Then I have like a little address insert. I have some random things in my pockets. And then back here, I have school schedules, Christmas lists. My kids wrote out all their Christmas lists. And that is it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I feel pretty organized, and I don't know, I take it pretty much with me everywhere. So on that note, I gotta go get my dogs.